Hello, this is Killer Germs with Lady Lemur. As you can clearly see, I am a ring-tailed lemur from Madagascar, and I also have my Master of Public Health from Keck School of Medicine of the University of Southern California, and this is going to be a series on public health topics for people of all ages, K through 12 and up. And so we are going to start with Killer Germs with Lady Lemur, Vaccines Part 1. And so, Vaccines Part 2 is when we're actually going to start talking about getting the shot in your arm. But prior to that, there's a few concepts that we really need to understand in order to explain how vaccines work. And the first concept is of the killer germs themselves. So, the killer germs have something that we call an R naught. It's just an R with a subscript O. And what that is, I will write it down. It is the reproductive rate of that killer germ. It doesn't matter if it is a virus, if it is a bacteria, if it is a fungi. This is the reproductive rate. What is the reproductive rate? What does that mean? Well, it means that for every one person infected, so the guys with X's for eyes are the infected ones, for every one of him, if this is measles, for instance, he infects on average something around 18 other people. So COVID, by comparison, if you have one infected person, the R naught for COVID is about 1.5, maybe 2. So you can see what's going to happen is that with measles, and I'm just going to write measles. With measles, this is going to spread like wildfire. With COVID, it's going to spread. It's going to spread pretty bad because this is still doubling each time. So first you have 2 people, and then you have 4 people, and then you have 16 people, and then you have 32 people, and on and on and on. And you can see that's called exponential growth. And that is very dangerous. But with measles specifically, and we have a major measles outbreak in Texas right now, the importance of vaccination is because that reproductive number is somewhere between 16 and 18 for measles, which is enormous. So that doesn't go from 2 to 4 to 16 to 32. That goes from 12 to 24 to 36 to 40. I mean, it's like it gets ridiculous, and you hit thousands very, very quickly. And you know what? Right there, my math wasn't even that good. You go from 12 to actually 144, because 12 times 12 is 144. So you can see that you get into the hundreds and thousands really, really quickly when that R naught is higher. So the higher the R naught is, the more this spreads like wildfire. And really just thinking about it as a wildfire versus a more controlled burn or a house fire maybe that might catch one neighbor or 2 neighbors, that sort of COVID. But measles is the Palisades fire, where just city blocks are just burnt. And so that's a really good way of looking at it. The other concept that I wanted to get into related to this is called herd or community immunity. And a lot of people have a difficult time with this concept, but it's actually a fairly simple concept. So what it means is that if I choose not to vaccinate myself, not for medical reasons, but I just choose, maybe for religious reasons, maybe for personal reasons, I am not just endangering myself, I'm endangering the person over here that might have cancer or might have anything that creates an immunocompromised situation. They could have MS, they could have cancer, they could just be older, they could be a baby. And that person, they don't have the choice because for medical reasons they cannot get vaccinated. And so by me not getting vaccinated, I'm putting them in danger. And so it's not, vaccination is not just a personal right, it's a community right. It's a community good. When I make a decision to get vaccinated, I am protecting everyone. I'm protecting you. I'm protecting your grandparents. I'm protecting your little baby brother, and that's what I want to be doing. And I believe that that is the responsible way to approach vaccines. So those are the two concepts for vaccines part 1. I don't want to go too much over 5 minutes for each of these videos. So vaccines part 2 will actually be about how vaccines teach the immune system to target the killer germs. And we will get into that next time you see me. Thank you so much. And this is Lady Lemur signing out. Have a good one. Be safe and get vaccinated.